Everyone thinks you need at least 10 grand to get a truck that won't leave you stranded. That's what dealers want you to believe. That's what the finance guy counting his commission wants you thinking when you're staring at those monthly payment calculators. But here's what I've learned after years of buying, fixing, and flipping budget trucks. It's complete garbage. You can get a solid workhorse for under $5,000. Not a project. Not a rust bucket that'll nickel and dime you into bankruptcy. An actual truck that'll haul your tools, tow your trailer, and start every morning without drama. But only if you know exactly which models to target and which ones will destroy your wallet before you hit 10,000 miles. Let me be straight with you. At this price point, you're shopping 20-year-old iron. You're looking at trucks from the late 1990s to early 2000s. These aren't Instagram-ready rigs. They've got dents. The clear coat's probably peeling. The radio might sound like it's underwater. None of that matters. What matters is whether the frame is solid, the engine runs clean, and the transmission shifts without hesitation. And this is the detail most buyers completely miss. At $5,000, condition beats brand every single time. I take a beat-up Ford Ranger with documented oil changes over a shiny Silverado with mystery history, because that service record folder tells you everything. It tells you the previous owner gave a damn. It tells you this truck was maintained, not just driven until something broke. The Ford F-150 from 1997 to 2004 and the Toyota Tacoma from 1995 to 2004 get recommended all the time for reliability and parts availability. But let me tell you what nobody mentions about those Tacomas. They hold their value so aggressively that finding one under $5,000 is rare, like really rare. You'll need to hunt for base model, standard cab, two-wheel drive versions to stay in budget. They exist, but you're competing with every other buyer who knows Toyota's reputation. Here's where it gets interesting. While everyone's chasing Tacomas, the Ford Ranger gets completely overlooked. I've seen these things run over 300,000 miles. Some even hit 500,000. The Ranger is capable, easy to maneuver and park around town, and fits in a standard garage. Parts are everywhere. Any mechanic can work on them. And because they're not flashy, sellers price them to move. The 4-cylinder engine is frugal, but you want the optional V6 if you can find it, that 4.0 liter. V6 is bulletproof if it's been maintained. Oil changes every 5,000 miles, and these things just refuse to die. I've seen Rangers with original engines past 200,000 miles running smooth as the day they left the factory. Now let's talk about the Chevrolet Silverado 1500 and GMC Sierra from the early 2000s. That 5.3 liter Vortec, probably the best engine GM ever made. Simple, reliable, parts cost nothing. Many of these trucks hit 250,000 miles without major issues, but, and this matters, you need to watch for transmission noises and possible electrical gremlins. That's the trade-off at this price point. Nothing's perfect. You're weighing known weaknesses against proven strengths. You know what I mean? The Nissan Frontier from the mid-2000s deserves attention, too. The second generation Frontier ran from 2005 to 2021 with a standard V6 and can absolutely withstand the miles. Some even surpass 250,000 when properly maintained. These trucks don't get the respect they deserve, which means better prices for you. And here's a wild card most people sleep on, the Chevrolet Silverado 2500. This is the workhorse of the lineup, designed for hard duty with massive tow ratings and payload capacity. Owners regularly see over 300,000 miles with nothing but regular maintenance. Yeah, it'll drink fuel. Yeah, it's overkill if you're hauling plywood twice a month. But if you need serious capability for actual work, a used 2500 under $5,000 gives you more truck than a new midsize for 40,000. Nobody at the dealership will tell you this. When you're shopping this price range, look for signs of rust on the frame and undercarriage, check for leaks, inspect the tires and brakes, and test everything during a test drive. Surface rust on the body panels, that's cosmetic. I can live with that. Frame rust, walk away immediately. No negotiation. A rusty frame is a ticking time bomb that no amount of welding will truly fix. A EMI, well-documented maintenance record, tells you everything you need to know about how the truck was treated. That stack of receipts is worth more than fresh paint. It's proof. It's documentation that this truck was someone's tool, not their problem. Listen to the engine at cold start. That's when problems announce themselves. Knocking, ticking, rough idle, those are expensive conversations you don't want to have. Pay attention during the test drive, listen for weird engine noises, test the brakes hard, and feel how the transmission shifts. These things reveal problems that cost thousands to fix. Check the four-wheel drive if it's got it. Don't just trust the seller's word. Engage it yourself. Feel it grab. Because a non-functioning four-wheel drive system can cost $2,000 to repair, and suddenly your $5,000 truck is a $7,000 mistake, which is brutal when you think about it. Try to find a truck that has a record of being well maintained. That's your filter. That's your sorting mechanism in a sea of questionable Craigslist listings. Look for the least expensive trim level like WTXL and LS. Consider regular cab models. They're less popular, but you can sometimes find a newer year, and they typically offer the highest payload. Think about what that actually costs you. You skip the leather, you skip the power, everything. You get the work spec version that was built to be beaten on job sites, not pampered in suburban driveways. Those are the trucks that survive. Here's what most people get wrong. They see high mileage and panic, but mileage without context means nothing. A highway mile truck with 200,000 miles can be way healthier than a city-driven truck with half that. Highway miles are easy miles, constant speed, minimal wear. City miles, stop and go, heat cycles. That destroys components faster than smooth interstate cruising, and that right there is the difference. When you find the right truck, and you will if you're patient, get a trusted mechanic to do a pre-purchase inspection. Spend the $150. It's the best insurance you can buy. A good mechanic will put that truck on a lift and show you exactly what you're buying. Frame condition, suspension wear, fluid leaks, all the stuff you can't see from the driveway. This is where most people get it wrong. They save $5,000 buying the truck, then refuse to spend $150 getting it inspected. That's backwards. That inspection protects your entire investment. And the truth about cheap trucks is simple. They're not cheap because they're trash. They're cheap because they're old and they look rough. But if the bones are solid, if the previous owner maintained it, if you buy smart and inspect thoroughly, you can get years of reliable work from a $5,000 truck. You just need to know what you're looking at, and now you do.